guys, today is Thursday. I hope everyone's day is off to an amazing start. Thanks so much for stopping in today, guys. All right, so today we're in the kitchen, obviously, so we're gonna be doing a little bit of cooking and just a wee bit of chatting. All right, so the chat, the conversation that I would like for you to start marinating over before we actually start cooking is the topic of Felicity Huffman only being sentenced to, I believe what it amounts to, 2 weeks in prison. All right, do you think the sentence was fair? All right, you guys mull over that while I send a huge thank you out to my good friends, good friends over at Kasori for sponsoring today's video. All right. You guys know Bang Bang Shrimp is all the rage. You can find it at all little cute restaurants right now. But thank you so much to Kasori for sponsoring today's video. And let's take a look at some of the neat features of their new smart air fryer. So guys, what I absolutely love about the Kasori Smart Air Fryer is that it is ideal for those moms who have more than their fair share of chores around the house, yet they still want to make sure that they are getting a good wholesome meal on the table in a timely manner. And so with the Kasori Smart Air Fryer, guys, you are able to actually program your meals into the app. Now, the app is absolutely free. You can download the app. You can actually also just scan, take your phone, hover over the little quick smart guide that is going to come with your unit, and you are all set, guys. Go ahead and get our shrimp ready. Now, this is my little version of the Bang Bang Shrimp. The traditional recipe calls for tapioca flour. Well, I don't have any of that. I have, however, some garbanzo bean flour, and that's what I have right here. You also traditionally need some chili sauce. I don't have any of that either. So I have instead some barbecue sauce, and you can use light mayo or avocado mayo. I'll be using just some light mayo. I'll also be using some Scotch bonnet pepper sauce, just a little bit of that. And then I have some garlic and herb seasonings here to possibly sprinkle over the top of my shrimp for a little bit of garnish. And of course, I have my shrimp. I have already, of course, preheated my smart fryer, and I've sprayed it with a little bit of coconut Pam. All right, so now we are good to go. All right, so I'm just going to really quickly, and then we can get to our conversation, dip my shrimp into my milk. Did I mention it? I have milk. This is actually almond milk that I have here. Leave a comment. Let me know if you bring the little chopsticks home from the restaurant. I love these from Syndrome. So I have my shrimp here on a skewer, and just one by one, I'm going to just dip them into the milk, let a little bit of it drip off. Dip that shrimp now into the garbanzo bean flour. All right, let some of that drop off. And then I have, can you see this right here? I have a little platter right here, and I'm just gonna drop it on the little platter and let it sit until I have finished with all of them. All right, so that said, now let's go ahead and get into today's chat. Let me scoot you guys back a little bit so that you can actually see everything. There There we go. All right, so yeah, Felicity Huffman, for the new people, those of you who don't really keep up with, you know, all the drama going on in the world, was convicted in a scandal. All right, she was found guilty, and guys, she was sentenced to, now the news outlets, I don't know, they're giving kind of, several of them are giving conflicting stories. Some say she's been given or sentenced to 2 weeks in prison. Some say she has been sentenced to 30 days in prison. All right, well, now, a lot of us parents, a lot of us individuals have, you know, we're a little concerned with that sentence, right? We're not sure how fair that sentence is. Not sure if you guys can recall also a young lady by the name of Kelly Williams Bowler. All right, she was actually, you know, sentenced to, I believe it was 3 years for I guess supplying the school district with a false address. Okay, she was essentially trying to get her daughters into a better school district. Okay, and you guys, if you've ever worked in the education system, you guys know the reason they want you to make sure you're going to school in the district that you say you live in, because, you know, if you live in a certain district, then those kids are going to take the standardized tests, and you know, everybody wants their test scores to, you know, represent the people living in the community. Well, Miss Bowler, unfortunately, you know, due to her financial situation at the time, could only afford to live where, you know, she could afford. You know, she couldn't afford to live in the school district where she would have ideally wanted her girls to go. She wanted a better life for her girls. And so I guess she didn't think about the ramifications, the consequences that were going to be handed down to her were she found to be doing something wrong. She ultimately was, they found out, and she was given 3 years in prison plus $30,000 fine. So a lot of us, a lot of my friends who have talked about this, a lot of my educator friends, you know, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with my history as a teacher, but I've only worked in inner city schools. I've only worked with, you know, kids whose parents really didn't have a lot, you know, and that's how I grew up. So that's where I wanted to work. I felt I could be of value there. And I think I did make my mark, if I must say, when I was an educator. And so I can sympathize with Kelly, you know, Kelly Williams Bowler. I can sympathize with why she did that. The neighborhoods that I had to teach in, you know, I'm not saying that I may not have done the same thing, you know, had I had to bring up my child in some of those neighborhoods. And then, you know, she had daughters. So you're just really trying to make sure, you know, you give your kids that upper edge, that head start on being successful, you know, having, you know, a successful life. And so a lot of my teacher friends, you know, we've been talking about Felicity Huffman. Well, you know, she was already wealthy. Of course, you know, she lived in a great, I would assume, neighborhood, you know, financially in a great place. So why now do you have to go and do, you know, what you did to try to get your daughter in college? And a lot of us were saying, you know, would her daughter even need to go to college? You know, college is a right for all of us, but with the money, the wealth that her family can afford to her, was she really going to go to college and go to college anyway? Or was it just, you know, that status symbol of saying, you know, my daughter, you know, went to this particular school? But so I want to know you guys' thoughts on this topic. Is the justice system fair? Was it fair in this particular case? Did Felicity get the sentence that she should have received? Did Kelly Williams Bowler receive the sentence that she should have received? All right, so you guys mull over that. My mouth is filling up again. I'm gonna go ahead and finish all of my shrimp. I'm gonna speed this up and then we'll come right back. So I have my first platter of shrimp all ready to go. So like I said earlier, I have placed a little bit of this Pam coconut oil into my smart air fryer. And then I'm just gonna take it and just spray just a little bit over the top of my shrimp. And now I'm just going to take them and start laying them into the basket. So now that I have all of my shrimp loaded into the basket, I'm just gonna go back to my app and press start. And can you hear that? It just started up, guys. You hear it? Started up. They are going to cook. Let me move you guys so you can see. They're gonna cook for 8 minutes. All right. And I'll come back and show you how they look. I have my second batch going back there in the smart fryer. And so we're gonna now just go ahead and mix up our sauce. Now listen, I've already told you guys, this is my take on the Bang Bang shrimp. So don't get down in the comments talking about, that's not how you make Bang Bang shrimp. I know that, all right? These are all the ingredients I had in the kitchen that kind of mimicked the sauce. Okay, but listen, if you were like me growing up, you didn't have a whole lot of money, your mom would still go in the kitchen and take what she had and make, you know, a great meal, you know, out of nothing. You know, she'll take a few items in the kitchen and turn it into something, you know, amazing. All right, so that's what I like to do here, you know, when I don't have, you know, the ingredients. All right, so that's my air fryer letting me know that second batch is just about ready. All right, so what I am going to do, however, is, as you saw, just place it here in this little dish, and that allows me the ability to just, you know, dip and get as much sauce or as little sauce on my, you know, Bang Bang shrimp as I would like. So let's go ahead and give this a little taste. All right, guys, so they're all done. I have them right here. And also, I have taken out my aligners, my teeth. Please, again, if you have ever had Invisalign, any type of aligners for your teeth, it's like my teeth were just a little bit misaligned before the braces. Now it's like I don't even recognize my mouth. Okay, I'm not going to show y'all these teeth without the aligners. All right, so I have taken them out because naturally you cannot eat with them in. All right, so we're going to go ahead and give these shrimp, my version of the Bang Bang shrimp, a try. Ooh. So yeah, I decided to just put my sauce again on the side so that I could dip. Mmm. 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 That, hey, this may not be the original sauce, but that's good. You get a little sweetness from the barbecue sauce, the creaminess of the mayo, and the spiciness from the Scotch bonnet pepper sauce. And they're crispy. Mmm. Those are so good, guys. So good. So, once again, thank you out to Kasori for sponsoring today's video. I love this smart air fryer. This is perfect for you moms on the go. You got 3 and 4 kids. They're pulling you here, there, all over the house, and you're still trying to get dinner ready and on time. All you need is the app and your phone, and you are good to go. So if I have a code, I will leave it below for a discount for you to go and pick yours up. Ooh, the heat from that Scotch bonnet pepper is starting to rise up. But yeah, thanks Kasori for sponsoring today's video. This is just something that, like I said, all of us moms can benefit from. All right, let me know if you try my recipe too for the bang bang shrimp. I really appreciate you guys stopping in, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.